we're talking about the bassoon, which is referred to as the grandfather of the woodwind family. Why don't you join me to find out? Double reed instruments have been present since ancient times. However, the bassoon is a rather new instrument, since reference to it go back to about 500 years. French luthier developed an instrument very similar to the bassoon, and it was called the dulcian during the latter part of the 17th century. The bassoon was probably developed during the 18th century. The instrument experienced major changes during the 19th century by French makers. The name bassoon comes from the French basson, which means grand bass or big bass sound. Dulcian is a Latin word that translates to English as soft and sweet. In Germany, the bassoon is called fagot. In Italy, it's called il fagotto. The dulcian was an instrument that shared many similarities with the modern bassoon. The use of the dulcian increased throughout Europe as composers used it for many of their compositions. In the 19th century, the bassoon went through several changes that added keys, changed the size of the instrument, and provided a more precise mechanism that allowed players at the time to be more in tune with other more advanced woodwind instruments. Adam Heckel was the creator of this new mechanism known as the Heckel system. This innovation allowed the bassoonist to play more in tune by using an easier fingering system. The modern bassoons are usually made of maple, rosewood, ebonite, or plastic. Maple wood bassoons produce the best and most professional sound. The student model bassoons are made out of plastic material and are considerably less expensive, although they are more resistant to the use and abuse of the beginning student. The following parts are considered to be the most important parts of the bassoon: the bass joint, the tenor joint, the double joint, and the bell joint. As you know by now, the bassoon is a double reed instrument that has a 9 feet long air column. It is a low-sounding instrument, and it is considered the bass voice of the woodwind family. One who plays the bassoon, it's known as the bassoonist. The role of the bassoon is to provide a rhythmic foundation for the woodwind family, as well as for the whole orchestra. The instrument is very versatile, and it is also capable of producing expressive and warm melodies when used as a solo instrument. Generally, a symphony orchestra uses 2 bassoonists as regular members of the orchestra. The bassoon is a regular member of the woodwind quintet. Musicians play the bassoon by putting the lips on the double reed, blowing through the instrument, and changing fingerings on the keys to create different tone. Although the bassoon is not commonly played as a jazz instrument, it is occasionally performed on the symphonic jazz genre. It is common to hear the bassoon in jingles and commercial recordings. Flugeltongen is an extended technique that is commonly used in jazz and popular music genres. Other woodwind and brass instruments use this technique, which requires the player to roll their tongue as they play their instruments to add a type of noise on top of the musical note being played. The Heckel Company, founded in 1831 in Wiesbaden, Germany, is undoubtedly one of the oldest bassoon construction workshops. Judith LeClaire is an American bassoonist, is the principal with the New York Philharmonic and a faculty member at the Juilliard School. She premiered the John Williams Bassoon Concerto in 1995. Carl Almenrada is credited with contributing to the development of the modern bassoon.